Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Merlin Live Q&A. I'm the Senior Engagement Officer as well as your host, Abs, and today I'm joined by one of my very special friends, Mario. Today, we're going to be talking about bull market tops and the importance of having an exit plan. First of all, Mario, how you feeling? And maybe we can go over some of the stats for today.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing amazing. I am feeling great, Abs. Thank you for asking. So yeah, we've got a very special episode. It's April, and obviously it's that time of the cycle where we're going to get the Bitcoin halving. And so it wouldn't be it would obviously be appropriate for us to talk about it and bring in the importance of that when it comes to the psychology of the markets.
Exactly, Mario. And I think a good place to start would be the Merlin graphic that we had prepared. If you can go to that tweet really quickly, look at the impact of the Bitcoin halving the previous three cycles that we've had. In 2012, we did 105x, going from $11 to $1,100. In 2016, we went from $650 all the way to $20,000. In 2020, we went from $8,800 to $69,000. And what are we seeing today? Bitcoin trading right around that $70,000 mark, and people are estimating we're going to see a 2.5x from whatever the price of Bitcoin is on the date of the halving. Very important for everyone to understand, because when these prices go parabolic, that's when the exit plan comes into effect. But Mario, I'd love for you to maybe just talk about some of your experience, and let's show our listeners the Merlin page as well, because when it comes to bull market pumps, this is exactly when Merlin comes into the conversation.
Absolutely, Abs. And that's the importance of Merlin. Merlin is designed so that it can not only be a tracker, but be the tool that you're going to use during the bull run so that you can maximize your profits. And maximizing your profits just means that you're creating an exit strategy. You're getting an overview and a glance view at what your profits are going to be for each different cryptos or all of the different assets that you have on your portfolio. And then you can see that profit ahead of time. And most importantly, obviously, be notified when you reach those targets. We know that the market can move extremely fast, as the chart that we were just showing. These moves can happen really, really quick in a matter of days. And so Merlin is going to take that anxiety away from you, from having to constantly check the market for price action. You're going to get a notification and then be alerted when you reach one of the targets or all of the targets that you set for your different assets in your exit strategy.
And maybe we should go over some of the features of our exit plan as well, because many listeners may not know exactly what Merlin has to provide. We call ourselves the smartest way to track your crypto, because you can take any of your wallets or exchanges and connect them to our application within just a couple of minutes, giving you all types of new capabilities, from an exit plan to a strategy. You can even look at other people's exit plans and copy their price targets. But we're going to get to that later in the show, Mario. Where would you like to start the episode when it comes to the exit plan? Because our listeners should be prepared for explosive price action when the halving takes place. Where can Merlin help people out when it comes to our exit strategy?
So Merlin, obviously, like I mentioned before, it's going to take a lot of that anxiety, a lot of that stress away from, worrying about your different cryptos and the prices that you want to sell at, missing an exit strategy. So when you come into Merlin, you get presented with this beautiful dashboard. And obviously, this is an account that we've already set up, and we've got a bunch of different assets set up in here. So once you've got your assets connected, and you can connect your assets via our tool, which allows you to connect wallets and exchanges. Once you have that connected, you're going to come here and select one of the assets. And I think we may already have an exit strategy for XRP. We do not. Perfect. So once you come into one of these assets, you see this button, set an exit strategy. When you click it, you get this tool, and this is our beautiful exit strategy tool. Very simple. Exit strategy. How much are you keeping? How much are you selling in percentages? And then down here, this is where the magic happens. This is where you put the number of coins and then the price target the percentage of coins and then the price target for which you want to sell those coins at. Once you put in these values, you get information like your target total. It can even show your estimated taxes based on a percentage bracket that you put into the settings. So this way, you can also take that anxiety of next year, the following year, knowing that you have to pay taxes. You can start to automatically allocate those amounts to the side, because you're going to have to pay Uncle Sam the following year. So that's how simple it is to create an exit strategy, Abs. I don't know if you want to add any more to this.
I think it's important for people to know, too, that we're going to have a really cool feature. I'm hesitant to talk about this, but the ability to look at other people's exit plans, it's going to be huge during the bull run. And that's what we're going to provide for many of our people who are not only using the application, but just staying engaged with some of the Merlin content, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter. We're going to continue to give you updates. And when we bring big partnerships, we're going to be announcing them on many of those channels. Mario, when we talk about the peak of the bull run after the halving, let's pull up the psychology of the market chart, because when prices are pumping, that's when investors are most optimistic. We should walk people through that process of what we can anticipate when prices are pumping. What are some of the emotions that are going to be on the mainstream media, at least according to the psychology of the market chart?
Yeah, well, I mean, anybody that was here even just a year ago, you felt what it's like to be down here. You felt what it's like to be in right in the middle of the bear market. There's no positive news. Everybody's super fearful. Everybody's wondering when that next low is going to come in. Is it going to continue going down? Are we going to go to for Bitcoin specifically, are we going to go to 12? Are we going to go to 11? Are we going to go to 10? So that's how it feels to be down here. Now, as we start to navigate or travel along this line, we have come to the point where we're starting to get this optimism and enthusiasm, right? Because we know the halving is here. Bitcoin has already set a new all-time high, which is actually unprecedented before a halving. It's never happened before. So as we reach these levels over here, as we're starting to get here, we are starting to see people get very excited and coming back to crypto. Also, one thing we're starting to see, media attention. We're starting to get coverage of Bitcoin and crypto being spoken in media quite a lot. And obviously the ETFs had a major play into all of this, with BlackRock coming in and the ETFs having such a successful launch. There's a lot of media attention happening right now around crypto. So this is the moment where things can ramp up real quick. And as we know, the crypto cycles tend to move in this every 4 years, more or less. And we're starting to get, we're about to get the halving later this month. And, that's what's possibly in the horizon.
Here's what's really cool, Mario, and this can help people with their exit plan as well. Gonzo said that for the last 3 out of 4 cycles, Bitcoin reached the 1.618 for a price target, meaning if the all-time high was, let's say 70,000, because that's what it was during the previous cycle, we should reach 175,000 for our bull market peak, according to the Fibonacci's. That's exactly what people like Mark Yusko and Anthony Scaramucci are saying on their platforms. And the data tells us that if Bitcoin does a 2.5x from 70,000, that takes us to about that $180,000 mark. So a lot of things are telling us, for people who are wondering, where is that top going to be? Where's the euphoria and the delusion, the greed going to come into effect? When Bitcoin's trading above 150 to 180,000, we're going to see it all over the mainstream news. $250,000 Bitcoin, $200,000 Bitcoin. That's when institutions will start dumping on people like us. And hopefully everyone with an exit plan can be taking some profit as well. But Mario, anything you'd like to add on the exit plan? Let's go into some exit plan content for XRP.
Yeah, and that's the important thing, and that's why we've designed Merlin to put the power back in your hands so that you don't get wrecked, especially in a bull run. In a bull run, it's very easy to get excited. It's very easy to, fall for all the different speculations and narratives that are happening. So having an exit strategy is 100% key. And yeah, so like we were going over the how easy it is to create an exit strategy using our tool. I was just putting in some numbers here as we were talking before. So I said that we were doing a 25-75, meaning we're selling 25, keeping 75 for the long term. And then here again, all you do is put the percentage of coins. Merlin already knows you're keeping 25. So out of that 25, you're going to be keeping, I've got a very small number of XRP here, so this is not even fun, but
I was just going to say 30 XRP. Let me donate Mario $5 and double his bags real quick.
Yeah, I've got a very small number of XRP here. We should have some more so that we could see more realistically, but even so, like
Let's do your third target at $589, Mario. That way these numbers get a little exciting here, right?
Let's sell 50% at $589. And look at that. You can take $2,200 out of the market.
There we go. That's
with about $15 invested. So that's not bad. That if only, right? But yeah, so this is what it would look like once you've completed all the different steps. And these targets here, they're customizable. So you don't need to have 3. You could have 1 or 2 if you wanted to. You just delete rows, and you can also add more rows if you wanted to add multiple exit targets. So unlimited amount, you can go from 1 to as many as you like. Again, you can see here target allocation. It just means that you've already allocated the amount that you told Merlin you're going to sell. And then you can see all this fun stuff, the target total, how much money you're going to be taking out of the market, and then your estimated tax exposure.
Mario,
so very simple tool.
And this is something else I would like to point out. When we're seeing tokens like meme tokens have insane pumps, that's
Yep.
where you want to exit. That's where you want to take a lot of profits. If we see Dogecoin, for example, going from 12 cents to 20 cents to 80 cents to $1.20, that's when you should be taking profit, not sitting on the sidelines saying, I hope this goes to $25, because you're just setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up to be caught in the bear market. And all of us can just speak from experience. So whether you're doing it with your long-term bags or some of your short-term investments, always have exit targets and areas that you're looking for to basically lock in US dollars or US dollar stablecoins in your portfolio. So I just wanted to add that real quick.
Yeah, and especially the meme coins. I mean, we saw just not too long ago, a few weeks ago, we saw the craze with the Solana meme coins. And guys, everything that we're talking about here in this stream is mine and Nabs's personal opinions. It's not of Merlin, but we're also crypto enthusiasts, crypto investors. We've been in the space for a very long time. So just a few weeks ago, we saw the craze that was happening with Solana meme coins. And we saw a lot of these different meme coins just explode overnight, going up exponentially. And the people that invested kind of, a little bit too late on the back end before Bitcoin did this correction. Now we're seeing that them being significantly down. So it's very important for you to, know when to get in. Especially when it comes to Bitcoins, when it comes to meme coins. But once you do get in, create that exit strategy right away, because meme coins, especially, they can move extremely quick and you don't want to get caught, losing potentially a lot of money. You shouldn't put a lot of money in meme coins anyway.
And I love to describe the process of how meme coins are created, because I think it just kind of exposes the game, Mario. You can take $30 and create Mario coin. And if Mario goes trending on Twitter and Mario coin gets bought on Solana, a $30 token now has $1 million market cap. And it's really up to the person who launched the token. Am I going to start dumping this asset, or am I going to let this thing thrive? Now, 9 times out of 10, or I would even say 99 times out of 100, the founder ends up dumping on the community. So that's why we're talking about taking profits, because at some point, a big investor is going to take profits. And if you're sitting in these projects, you're the one that's going to lose value. So I just wanted to throw that in as well.
Yeah, and Yusko said something when he was on Good Morning Crypto a couple weeks ago that really stuck with me, which I think it was actually Pompliano that said to him that all that meme coins is just monetizing attention. And I really resonated with that because meme coins, if we stop to think, okay, meme coins typically don't have utility. They're just speculation, and like a lot of other things in crypto, but they're mostly just no utility. It's all about community. It's all about what the community or the project itself is promising or saying that they're going to do as far as community is concerned. So, it's monetizing attention. And we know that attention goes from A to B very quick. So if you've got into a meme coin and it's doing really well, take profits, get out while it's still profitable, because attention is going to go very quick. And we saw over the last week or 2 weeks, the attention around meme coins, it's not as strong as it was, just at the beginning of March. So we're seeing significant pullbacks on that front. And I don't know how the conversation got to meme coins. We were talking about Bitcoin halving, but it's good to bring education over to anybody that's just starting in the space.
I think it's important to talk about meme coins right now, because people are making money and the exit plans are coming into effect, Mario. Whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or something Shiba Inu, whatever meme coin you'd like to use as an example, you need to have targets that you're taking profit, or else you're setting yourself up for failure. Now, there's 2 types of traders within the market today: long-term traders and short-term traders. People who are waiting for price targets and exiting these projects, and people who are saying, I'm going to buy Bitcoin and hold it for a decade. That seems to be, a great way to have success in this market. I also read a stat just yesterday, which I found to be so interesting. 11 years ago yesterday, Bitcoin broke $100 for the first time. So although we're talking about exit strategies and taking profit at specific targets, we are never saying to sell all of these assets. Take 10%, 20% off the table. If you're hesitant to sell some of your cryptocurrencies, even just putting a little bit of capital to the side to reinvest during a bear market can be essential when we're talking about the reaccumulation. We accumulate during the bull run and we accumulate during the bear market and we exit during the bull run. That's what we talk about every day when it comes to Merlin, as well as anywhere else you'll see us. But Mario, we got 30 people here. I'd love to hear if there are any questions in the live chat as well. Ask them. We're here right now. This is a live Q&A, guys. We're just waiting for some questions to answer. So if anybody has questions about what they'd like us to talk about, something about an exit strategy or about Merlin in particular, just ask that on Twitter, YouTube, wherever you're watching. But Mario, I do want to remind our listeners as well, 30 days absolutely free. We are not telling you to give us your information, click down below. No, click Get in our application, use it 30 days, check out everything that we've created. And then if you like it, you can sign up and start paying for the product. That's what we talk about all the time, executing and making profit. You're going to make way more money using an exit plan than the $18 a month you're paying to use this application, Mario. That's a matter of fact, and I'm only talking from experience here. But I've talked for quite a while. What's on your mind?
100% abs. I mean, it's totally worth it. Before we had Merlin available ourselves as investors, I mean, I would have last bull run, I would have loved to have Merlin. I would have been way more I would have been way more strict with my exit strategy. I would have executed way more. I would have been able to create and plan and organize myself ahead of time. And I was doing this with a lot of spreadsheets and back and forth, and then creating alerts on all these different apps for price action so that I could get alerts for prices. But it was just messy. It wasn't all in one place where I could not only see my portfolio, but create that exit strategy, be organized and be ready when that moment does come. And having a tool like Merlin, which is able to connect to all these different blockchains and all these different wallets, and not just that, if there's always new wallets and new exchanges and new platforms that are coming out on a daily basis, especially in the crypto space. It's moving so fast. If there's one particular exchange or wallet that's not listed here, we have a manual tool that allows you to add any coin that is listed on CoinMarketCap. So, it doesn't limit you to what we have available. It gives you this wide range of possibilities so that you can still make sure that you can create an exit strategy for those tokens that maybe you acquire through like a random exchange or like a random swap website. Meme coin. We were just talking about meme coins. Meme coins, sometimes you have to go through all these different places or decentralized exchanges, DEXs, in order to get them. And you don't have to be at the mercy of Merlin having that connection available, because guess what? We give you the ability to add these things manually. So 100% abs, you can go in, try it for free. If you're for some reason not happy, which I think you're going to be, but if you're not, this little blue chat circle is available always at the bottom right. You can reach out to customer support. You're going to get to talk to me and Antonio, and we're going to make sure that you're helped. And if you're still not happy, one click cancellation, going to your profile, cancel the subscription, and you won't be charged once those 30 days are up. But like Abs was saying, this is a Q&A, and we always like to have a topic so that we have a sense of conversation, and that topic today is a having. But if you have any questions, if you want to know more about our platform or how it works, if you would like for us to show you any of the features, then just let us know in the chat.
Mario, I also want to highlight this because you said it, and I don't know if everybody heard it. You can add any token in existence to Merlin because we have a manual feature which lets you add it. So any of these wallets or exchanges, I think we offer almost every single wallet or exchange on the market. But if your exchange or wallet isn't on here for some reason, you can manually add every single token onto our app and get all the same features as if you were connecting your exchange or wallet. But just to give a couple of examples, guys, we've got the Zoom wallet, Algorand, Avalanche, Cardano, Ethereum, Dash Token, Coinbase, Binance US, Kraken, Uphold, Trezor, Atomic Wallet, Gemini, MetaMask, any wallet you can really think of. The Ledger product is obviously compatible. And somebody asked in the live chat, the only question we have, so please ask more questions, but let's spend some time on this. Why would I take profit? And I thought we covered that pretty well earlier in the show, guys. We're not advocating for selling 100% of your cryptocurrencies. We're saying because of how these markets have played out before, a parabolic bull run and then a long-term bear market, we are telling people history speaks for itself. Take a little bit of profit off the table during these bull runs so that you can reinvest during a bear market, even if you don't want to exit cryptocurrency. But Mario, I'd love for you to elaborate. Why should anyone take profit if we know these assets are going to continue going up over time?
Yeah, I always like to say that, when it comes to taking profit or which strategy is best, I think that that's a very personal decision that each person, each individual needs to make. Because if your goal is to be in the market to take advantage of the cycles, or to kind of rinse and repeat, by meaning you accumulate during a bear market, you take profits in a bull market, and whether that's every 4 years, it's irrelevant. What it means is that you're buying in, you're DCAing in whenever there's significant pullbacks in the market, and then you're DCAing out when there's significant, uptrends in price in the markets. So I think that the strategy is obviously different for everybody. Your strategy could be to take advantage of the cycle, like I was just saying. Maybe your strategy is you don't need the money. Your goal is to invest long term. You want to create generational wealth for you when you're older, if you're still young, or for your children. And so you invest and you just kind of set it and forget it and wait for the next 20, 30 years. I think all these strategies are extremely valid, and they're extremely valid because they fit each individual. As long as you're doing the thing that you feel is right for you, and as long as you're following your investment thesis, as Gonzo likes to say, I think that you're doing the best thing. So I'm not here saying you should be buying in the bear market and selling in this bull market. What we're advocating for is having an exit strategy, whether that's short term or long term. Having an exit strategy and securing profits. And maybe if your strategy is just to secure some capital from your investments so that you can diversify, because one thing that's spoken about all the time is how crypto is super volatile, super risky. The assets that are in the top 20 today might not be the assets that are in the top 20 in the next 5 years, because it's such a young technology. So look at the top 10 from 10 years ago. You mentioned, Bitcoin reaching $100 10 years ago. I got in 2017. The top 10 looks completely different right now than it did to 2017. And some of the projects, they've just come down the list, and some projects are just not going to survive. It's just nature of technology. And then there's going to be new projects. So having an exit strategy, having control and an overview of your portfolio is extremely important. And then obviously choose a strategy that works for you, stick to it, and then use Merlin so that you can be organized and have a sense of when that's going to happen and be alerted.
Mario, you make a great point. For anybody who didn't know, you first invested in cryptocurrency back in 2017. Well, I have a list of the 2017 bull market sitting in front of me, and I'll just read the top 10 tokens. It's going to only take about a minute here. Bitcoin was first, XRP was second, Ethereum was third, Litecoin was fourth, Dash token was fifth, Ethereum Classic was sixth, Monero was seventh, XLM, aka Stellar, was eighth. A token I've never heard of before, Augur, was number 9, and Dogecoin was number 10. So it just goes to show how much this market can really change in only a couple of years. And even if we look at some of the tokens that have remained in the top 10, there has undeniably been a shuffle. I don't see Cardano. I don't see Solana. I don't see AVAX or any of these other blockchains, but I do see a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum derivatives with Litecoin and Ethereum Classic as well. We also see Monero at number 7, which is very interesting. I think that token's still in the top 50, but it's nowhere near where it was back in 2017. So Mario, I see you got the list pulled up. Maybe you can elaborate a little more.
Yeah, this looks like potentially a slightly different list than you were looking at, but and this seems to be in French, I believe. But anyway, top 10 crypto in December of 2017. Actually, I don't think this is accurate, because in December 2017, I'm pretty sure I remember XRP flipping Ethereum.
No, and also yours says $320 billion market cap. And what I'm reading right here is only a $28 billion market cap for Bitcoin on May 10th of 2017. So that was before we went parabolic, but it still goes to show the data is showing the exact same thing. There's always a reshuffling of the top 10 tokens, and only 3 to 5 are sustainable, right? And I think those 3 to 5 right now are Bitcoin, XRP. I don't know if Ethereum's going to sit in the top 10, Mario. Maybe Solana and a couple of others. And that screenshot that you have pulled up is the one I was looking at. So let's share that with our listeners right now.
There we go.
Perfect. That makes way more sense. So we had Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then XRP, Chainlink, Litecoin, and Cardano is still number 10. So this is slightly different than what I had seen, but regardless, we're seeing the same shuffling. I like that Chainlink was in the top 10 too, Mario. People forget that Chainlink had a run for its money. There was a time during that initial bull run where everyone was talking about how Chainlink was working with banks. It was an upgrade of Ethereum. A lot of narratives still exist for that currency. So what are some of your takeaways of the reshuffling that takes place?
Yeah, then that's exactly what I was referring to. We're looking at that list. We're looking at this list. We look at the list today, and we see projects that are new and that came up, in market cap and that are more popular than the projects that were 5 years ago. And that's the nature of the technology. That's the nature of crypto. It's moving so fast. All these different projects are coming out. And especially, as we transition from when we're in a bull run, a project comes out, it's very easy for it to get attention. It's very easy for it to gain market cap, because there's already attention in the market. There's, the speculation is at an all-time high. It's got all these different promises. It's got, this amazing story behind it. There's going to be money that's going to go into it. When we transition into a bear market, that's when we really see the projects that are going to be staying at least until the next cycle, the projects that are going to continue building. And as we were in the last bull run and we went into the bear market, we saw a lot of projects either just disappear, they died, or they came down in market cap and became, you know, super, super low and very inactive. So, you know, there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but absolutely having a tool that allows you to keep track of your portfolio all in one place, so you don't have to worry about checking all these different wallets and exchanges, especially if you're very diversified. If you got a lot of coins, then you know it's extremely helpful.
And there is no limit to the amount of coins that you can track with Merlin. If you've got 10,000 tokens, you can track them all on our application. I would not advise having 10,000 tokens in this market. There's bound to be a lot of failures in there, Mario. But we've already been live for about 26 minutes here, and I don't see too many questions in the live chat, but I want to remind people, if you haven't used Merlin, go and check it out. 30 days, absolutely free. Go to www.merlincrypto.com, sign up, use every single one of our features, and then give us feedback. If you love it, continue to use the product. If you don't like it, it's one click to cancel your subscription. And we're not one of those companies that says one click and you're trapped. No, it's literally one click. And Johnny Crypto made it like that for a reason. Mario, I do want to elaborate on our customer support as well. I think our customer support stands above all. You can call our number and talk to a real person. You're not going to sit on the phone with some AI. You're not going to sit in a chat room with another AI bot. We are real people helping other real people use our application. So with that being said, any final comments, Mario?
Yeah, just want to hone in on what you just said. You were spot on, and one of the things that we are most proud of is being able to offer, you know, real customer support. Which in the world of crypto, you have all these different tools, you have all this different stuff, and you don't seem to get very good customer support. So that's the one thing that we wanted to make sure we were going to offer is real customer support. There's a time in the day where you can reach us through the phone. 24/7. You can always send us a message. We've got tons of content here, how-to videos. You can look through our articles. We've got, you know, most of the common questions answered here with tutorials, step-by-steps. And so if you don't find what you're looking for, or if you still need to talk to us, just hit this, send us a message, and you're going to get to talk to one of our amazing reps.
Mario, we did get another question. I want to give a shout out to Tanya. Thank you for participating and asking a question. Anybody else who has a question, we only got a couple of minutes left, but we're willing to stick around and answer any of the questions that are asked. She stated, I saw that you were live. How is Merlin different than Coinbase? Well, first of all, there's a bunch of key differences. We are not an exchange. We do not offer or custody any of your cryptocurrency. We are a software application that allows you to get more utility out of your crypto portfolio. And Mario, I'd love for you to elaborate on that, and then I'll continue with whatever I feel is necessary.
Yeah, so Merlin is the place where you're going to connect Coinbase. You're going to connect Kraken. You're going to connect Uphold. You're going to connect your Coinbase wallet. Your all these different wallets and exchanges that are available out there. So we don't offer buying and selling of crypto. We just offer a dashboard where you can see all of your different cryptos. And the you know, the key feature of our platform is being able to create that exit strategy and get notified. So very different. Obviously, Merlin is the tracker. Let's
Mario, let me actually, because Tanya might be a new user and she doesn't have Merlin. Let's show her the exit plan. And Tanya, if you're in the live chat, let us know what you think live, because this is one of the things that Merlin does. We're not an exchange. You can't purchase crypto assets using this app. We are a crypto tracker. We track all of your cryptos and allow you to pick exit targets, certain selling points, but that's not where it starts and ends with our app. We give you tax estimates. Also, we're going to have a new feature coming soon where you will be able to see other people's selling targets and other people's exit plans, and then incorporate that into your own portfolio. So we are already partnered with some big people like Bearable Bull, Kevin Cage, Thinking Crypto, aka Tony Edward, and a couple others in the industry. But these are some people who are highly involved with the industry and know if they're selling at a certain target, it might be worth considering. But Mario, if you can go to the XRP exit plan and let's kind of show them what it is, because a lot of people may not know what an exit plan is from square one. Floor is yours.
Yep, absolutely. So this is what the main page or the main dashboard assets page looks like. In here, you get your performance graph, so you can see over time, over different periods of time, what your portfolio has been doing. And then you can see all of your assets. And these are assets that could be in various different places. So you could have them on Coinbase. You connect your Coinbase, as you can see here on the right. These are the exchanges that we have connected to Merlin. So what it's doing, it's pulling in all the assets that are Binance US, Uphold, Coinbase, Kraken, so on and so forth. So it just pulls in from all these different exchanges and wallets and shows you in this really simplified view. So when you're in this view here, you can actually see a lot of different information. You can see the price that that particular asset's at today. You can see your daily gain. You can see your total gain, your average paid, and then your total value. So a lot of very key important information here. You may be not don't have an exit strategy built for one of these assets, and you could come here and see, wow, I'm really up on my investment for this particular coin. Otherwise, you wouldn't really know, because I mean, you could go into your Coinbase and see that you maybe have $5,000 worth of XRP, but unless you're really thinking about how much money, or tracking in your mind how much money you put into XRP, you may not really realize how up you are from your initial investment. So this could also be a trigger for you to be like, I'm up very significantly. I think I should take profit. So, but to answer your question, Abs, we offer the ability for you to be able to create exit strategies for all these different assets in your list. So when you create an exit strategy, you're telling Merlin how much percentage you want to keep, and then from that percentage you want to, how much percentage you want to sell, and then from that percentage you want to sell, you create the exit targets, and these exit targets are defined by the price and the percentage that you want to sell of coins. So then you get alerted, you get a notification once the price does reach that target. So then you can go into your Coinbase, or you can go into your Kraken, or all these different exchanges, and make the sell. If you have the ability to create those limit orders, you can even make them ahead of time. So this way it saves you the hassle of having to go in there and make it kind of on demand while the price is happening.
And Tanya, we don't custody any of your crypto assets, so we don't have access to anything. We don't ask for your exchange keys. We don't ask for your passwords. We just use a third-party software to plug in, see what you have, and then create a replica on our software so you can create an exit plan, which is really, really interesting. And you said you use Coinbase, Robinhood, and Kraken. All three of those are compatible. So sorry, not Robinhood, because I don't think Robinhood has crypto anymore. Do they, Mario?
No, they do, but they don't offer API connection. So we can't connect directly to Robinhood, but we have a manual tool. So like if we come here to add assets, you can add whatever you have in Robinhood here manually. So you can still track it in Merlin. Obviously, it's not going to track activity, meaning if you sell in Robinhood, Merlin's not going to know because it's not connected automatically. But as long as you come here and you tell Merlin that you've made a sell, or that you've transferred it, whatever the case may be, then Merlin's still going to be able to track that activity. Otherwise, like Abs was saying, we do give you the option to connect to all these different exchanges automatically. And what we're doing when we connect to these exchanges or these wallets, we're getting view-only access. What that means is we don't have the ability to ever transfer anything out of your accounts. We don't have the ability to even buy or sell. It's literally just view access. And to keep it and to put it more into simple terms, when you connect to a wallet, for example, let's say Coinbase wallet, all you're doing is you're saying what the wallet address is and selecting the network. This is the same information that anyone can grab and put it into a blockchain explorer. So it's public information. And Merlin is just bringing in that information, putting it nice and pretty in the dashboard so you can look at it. So again, view only access. We can never, transact or do anything on your with your coins or your accounts.
And Mario, this is a 30-minute stream, and we are 35 minutes into this thing. So if anybody out there enjoyed this, click the like button, click the retweet button, and sign up for Merlin 30 days completely free, and give us some feedback. We'd love to hear any of your comments, even ways that you think we can improve the application. That's what we want feedback on. So get into our app, use it 30 days absolutely free, and provide feedback, whether it's on the YouTube, the Twitter. We're always looking in the comments. Mario, any closing statements, and then we'll head out of here.
Yeah, that was spot on, Abs. Thanks to everyone that tuned into us today. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. Reach out to us if you have any ideas. If you sign up, if you need any support, don't forget we got that live support right there. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in today.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.